Hey, what's good, everybody? We are back at it again. It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, back at it again. I decided to sing my intro. Who else? Who else do you know that sings their own intro for their toy review channel? Me. That's who. Who? Me. Okay, enough of that nonsense, guys. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look back at this classic right here. It's all the way back from 1994, guys. Now, let me tell you a little story on this figure. I used to have this figure when I was a teeny weeny little kid back in the 90s. And this guy was one of my favorite toys to play with growing up. And believe it or not, I've had this figure in my possession for a while now. I figured today would be a good day to open this toy up and take it out the package. And it's been probably, man, I would say close to 20 years maybe since I've had this. Maybe not, well, maybe not 20 years, maybe about 15 years. Because I had a lot of these cool Spawn figures and a lot of cool action figures in general. And I sold them all when I hit teenagerhood, if there is such thing as teenagerhood. And yeah, it's good to have this guy back in my, well, have him back in my hands again. To open him up and to take him out the package will be a pretty awesome feeling. It's going to be nostalgia overload, dude. Yeah, like I said, he was one of my favorite figures to play with when I was younger. And this is all the way back from 1994, guys. So this figure is over 25 years old. Isn't that crazy? 25 years old, man, this action figure is. Who else do you know on YouTube is reviewing figures that's over 25 years old? Well, I can think of a few, but you know, I like to review old figures like these. Just takes me way back to my childhood, and hopefully you guys had some of these figures, you know, growing up when you were younger, especially some of these first Spawn figures. They're the ones that started it all, guys. This is pretty much from Series 1. And this right here is Series 1. I have all of these figures, guys. In the future, I might do a review of all these figures of Series 1 just because. Of course, I don't have any of these, man. Man, I would definitely love to find the Spawn Mobile, the Violator Monster Rig, and the Spawn Alley. Well, not so much a Spawn Alley, but yeah, if I ever do come across these two vehicles, I definitely would love to pick them up. So, guys, we are going to go ahead and open this figure up, guys. Like I said, I've had this figure in my possession for a very long time. I figured today would be a perfect day to open it up. It's a beautiful Sunday. Sunny Sunday, another sunny Sunday again with you guys. I'm glad that you're spending the Sunday with me on this beautiful Sunday. Did I say that? On this beautiful sunny Sunday. Okay, so enough of me yapping. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this baby open. And if you guys have this figure or have had this figure, then when you were smaller, then you probably had a pretty awesome childhood. And of course, it comes with a comic book here. There's that. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do what I did last time with my previous figure. And just cut that right there, so I'm going to rip it in half. And there's that. And there's the comic book. Well, guys, should we take a look at this comic book before we review this figure? What do you think? We'll just skim through it real quick. Here's the Medieval Spawn, the story of Medieval Spawn. I'm just going to flick through it. I'm not going to go page by page, guys. But I'll just show you some of the cool artwork. There's Medieval Spawn. Very awesome. And I do have other Medieval Spawns. I do have Medieval Spawn 2 and Medieval Spawn 3. Look at that cool artwork, man. That's awesome. How come he didn't come with a horse? I need a horse for Medieval Spawn. Very awesome. Yeah, I definitely, look at that. Look at that book. Look at that picture. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I have the Spawn 2 and Spawn 3 that I have yet to review for you guys. So stay tuned for that. So being that this is a 25-year-old figure, guys, hopefully he doesn't break on me. Okay. There's that. There's that. He comes with this awesome shields, which I think still holds up till this day. Twist that. Oh, I remember this shield, man. I had so many good times playing with this shield. Look at that. And then he has his cool retro 90s sword. Oh, I remember this sword, man. This is so awesome. And here is Medieval Spawn. Man, he feels so small in my hands. This is really, really awesome, guys. I can't tell you how awesome this feels. And his shoulder pads right here, they do come out. Do I want to remove them? I'll just leave them in there for the time being. If they fall out, they fall out. But this guy, look at this guy, man. 25 years old, and I still think it's beautiful. What do you guys think? I remember when I used to play with my toys, I used to have him picking the figures up and like throwing them across the room. And then I would use this fist right here, this open fist, and I would punch the hell out of my other figures with this guy. I just thought he was just so badass, man. Really, really awesome. Give you guys a better close-up. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, for 25 years old, I mean, he's not bad at all. He's pretty awesome. Now, the only bad thing about this figure, guys, is that they only gave him one hand to hold in. So I'm guessing you could put the shield in there, but you can't put the sword right here. So maybe you could put the sword in here, and he holds the sword very well. Look at that. Look how awesome that looks. And you could probably put the shield right here, which I'll probably do like that. And there's the shield. Look at that, man. Look how awesome that looks. My only gripe, yeah, I do have a gripe, is that he's not able to put his arm into where you can see the shield. You know, the shield is kind of off to the side. But nonetheless, he still looks awesome, dude. Very, very awesome figure. I mean, the sword is just really, really awesome. Really, really nice detail. The basic articulation, 90s articulation, there was only a few. Just the knee bend, his legs do lift up and down. This one is pretty sturdy, so he's not going to break on me. His arms do go up and down. And his head does rotate. And that's pretty much all you're going to get from this this 90s medieval Spawn. But yeah, he was definitely one of my favorite figures growing up. I really, really, really love this medieval Spawn. And it's so awesome holding them in my hands again. I don't know if you guys ever had that feeling, you know, with an older toy that, you know, you grew up playing with a lot. And to have them in your hands again is just a really, really awesome feeling. And I just think he's really, really awesome. Of course, he's a little bit dated, but I'm just speaking from a nostalgic point of view, man. Let's put his cape on. Of course, his cape is plastic, and what it pretty much does is just falls into the peg right there of these right here. So what you pretty much have to do is just kind of lift these up, these shoulder pads up, like so, and then they just kind of slot into the pegs like so. And then you push the shoulder pads down, or the shoulder armor down, and there you guys have it. Overall, my opinion, still a very, very beautiful figure, guys. And also, his cape acts like a third leg because he's kind of using his cape to stand up right now. I love it, man. Very, very awesome figure. It doesn't get any more nostalgic than this, man. Very beautiful figure overall. Okay, now I'm going to give you my rating of this figure, what I think he is right now. And I'm not going to take nostalgia in. And I'm not going to take that into consideration for this rating. But I am going to give him a decent score. I am going to give him a 7. Because I think he's that awesome. Now, from a nostalgic point of view, I'd give him a 10. But to be fair and honest, you know, he is a 7. You know, he is dated, but in my opinion, I just love this guy, man. I just really think he's awesome. And I'm just so glad to have him in my collection. I'm so glad to finally complete my Series 1 collection, guys, by opening this guy and then putting him with the rest of my figures. It's a really, really awesome feeling. I definitely do recommend this figure. I love that Spawn shield, man. It's such an awesome, awesome shield. And of course, you know, like I said, there is Medieval Spawn 2 and Medieval Spawn 3 that are way, way more awesome than this and way more detailed. But this right here is just nostalgia, man. Awesome, awesome figure. Going for a closer look of this guy, and he's small. I think he's standing at about 5 inches. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. No, just under 6 inches. So we'll go for a closer look, and then we'll end this review, guys. I'm just so pleased to have this figure open. You know, I was surprised that I didn't open this figure sooner and review this figure sooner, but you know, it was just one of those days, you know, that it just felt right to open this figure. Like I said, I do have a bunch of figures that have been sitting around for months, and you know, you just have to be in a certain mood to open those figures and review those figures. And today it was one of those days. And yeah, Medieval Spawn from Series 1, dude, is a very, very, very awesome figure. I give him a 7 out of a 10. Nostalgic feel, I give him a 10. Very awesome, guys. So tell me what you guys think of this review. Matter of fact, also, you know, was there toys that you grew up with, guys, that you really loved and that you really had a favorite and that you played with the most? If you did, leave it in the comments. I would love to hear, you know, some of your, you know, stories and your feelings on some of your favorite, you know, figures, whether they be Spawn, whether they be, you know, Marvel or DC or G.I. Joes or Transformers. You know, let me know, you know, what's, you know, what figures that you used to play with when you were younger that just made you feel, you know, that you get them now as an adult and just makes you feel pretty awesome. So let me hear from you guys, because I definitely want to hear some of the stories from you guys. I definitely want to share some stories with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this review. I think, where we're at, I think 12-minute mark, 13-minute mark. I think a 14-minute review for this figure was more than enough. So guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on this figure and just your thoughts overall. Hit that notification bell if you want to receive more cool reviews like this. And there you guys have it. There was Throwback Sunday. Yeah, Throwback Sunday. Medieval Spawn from 1994, Series 1. Just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.